there, YouTube. My name is Windy, Gummy Windy, and welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn. My goal for this episode is to finish up the game. I'm hoping and praying, because a lot of the people here, we're gonna jump in just so we don't have the music kind of interrupting us. I love the music, don't get me wrong, but, whew. Anyway, so we're kind of at a point where we've gotten quite a few, oh yeah, that's when he got smacked or whatever, isn't it? Yeah, he got smacked. Anyway, but we're at a point where we've gotten a lot of people identified and whatnot, and either we don't know the cause of death or who did it, or it's vice versa, where we don't know who it is, but we found the cause of death or who did it. So I made a couple notes to myself and whatnot. So we know Henry Evans, the surgeon, he is alive. I don't think we've been able to place where yet, so I may have to go through and just see if I can find a hint of where he might be. I think we've identified. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys heard that little bit of thunder. It is raining outside. It just started like rain and thunder. So yeah, so Henry Evans is alive and whatnot. So let's look at the crew. So we identified Emily and Jane. We just don't know what happened to them. This is very clearly Philip. Because the captain even says, 20 years my steward, and never like a doubt in your sanity or something like that. I know we needed to figure out what their fate is. The Boston's mate was a Frenchman. And I had a few small theories and whatnot, of who it might be. It could have been the guy that, like, had climbed up from the, like, if you remember from last episode. Because last episode we got, like, 12 people. I was ecstatic. But last episode, we saw the scene where, I can't think of who, it was two different guys, but they were kind of planning in, like, you know, like, oh, hey, the captain can't handle this, blah, 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 blah. And his guy screamed, mutiny, mutiny, you know, and I think we need to revisit that scene again. I wonder if maybe that is the Boston's mate, but I don't know. You know, so we gotta figure that out. Something else I thought about doing was double checking the mutineers, which I can kind of check. Because I think the mutiny is probably the thing that happened in, you know, the end, isn't it? So, William Hoskett was shot by Captain Witterell. We got that. Brennan, we got him, was knifed by the captain. He was clubbed by the captain. And he did that. So, I don't think we really need to check the mutineers again. So, I would say probably... Because let's look at the names real quick. Oh, I wanted. Let's look at the names. Because we don't have Charles. He's the Boston's mate. And I wonder if he got served. We know Henry's alive. We just don't know where. Maybe there's something somewhere that can tell us. Well, they were going to a particular locations. Maybe there. I don't know. Duncan McKay's the purser. We gotta figure out him. He's Scottish. So his accent might stand out. We don't know about their fate. Gotta find the ship steward. We said the captain, so we don't know what came upon him. Davy James, I'm pretty sure we identified him. Sam Galligan, okay. So we've got a few things to really look into. So I'm hoping, like I said, to get the last people in here and end the game. Or, not the game, I'm sorry. End the series and whatnot, so... Fingers crossed. Okay, let's just, oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's look through and see. We identified Samuel. I was so excited when we identified him. So we got Samuel in the stowaway. I think we did all of chapter 2. Yeah. I think we did all of chapter 3 properly. No. We need to get him. Okay, so we may have to go to there. So, where is... Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we know who he was shot by, we just need to know his name. Real quick. Oh, wrong button. What is the... I forgot. What does a ship steward do? The steward does a what? Where is he? Is a servant to an officer or higher rated crew member performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. So if he's the ship steward, he might answer to the helmsman? Maybe? Or the captain? Could very well answer to the captain. And the purser is a what? He's an administrative official, accounts for all the cargo value and trade transcriptions. Manages small items for crew. Okay. So we got that. So back to what I was doing. So we need to do 3. We got Lee. That was by pure guess. I'm gonna guess by the fact of we did not get him properly. His name is wrong. And I remember even last episode, I had said this last episode where I looked up, like, a non-spoiler set of hints, and one of it was, like, no one changes roles or gets up into positions, no one changes positions, and usually everyone that's a particular group is gonna be grouped together, so, like, or, like, for example, like, the top men are gonna be the top men, you won't see them down below with cargo, men usually rarely go into an officer's, private areas unless with permission, things like that. So it kind of narrows it down. We don't really know what happened with O'Hagan. I thought maybe he stabbed himself because in the boat, I mean, there's a clear knife and whatnot, and I think somewhere we see the knife or something on him. So, but he could have also been stabbed by somebody else. Maybe he was stabbed by a beast. We got her. We have him correct. We have his name correct. But we don't have his... So we may just have to go look into the call-in again. The whole thing. We got those 2. This guy... We might have his name just wrong. And he may not be a Topman because he's on the ground. Well, not on the ground, but he's like on the floor or the main part of the thing. Oh yeah, him. I was so excited that I had him right, but I realized like he was struck by the tail. Because when I very first looked at it, it looked like he had been spiked. But then kind of looking back and like when they say struck by dead by the beast's tail, you could see like, oh, clearly. Because I know they say a lot of times like one good like hook to the face and you can like, I think it can kill you if I'm not mistaken. Him. I think we mainly have to do chapter 4. The Calling, a little bit of murder, well, part 3. Chapter 4, I think we have to look into again. I think whenever we get him, we'll get him. A little bit of 6. I think we got all of 7. Almost. So I don't know if he was torn apart or done by an explosion. That's the problem. So maybe we identify him by who he's around. In the pictures, I mean. We got that. We got a few in here. Okay. The bargain, as Henry said, it'll remain unknown until we leave the ship. So, and guess where it is? In the lazarette. So, that's very interesting. Okay, we got Clestile. He was sorted. He was shot. He was shot by John Davies. I wonder if he's a midshipman. Maybe he's a midshipman because it's in the midshipman cabin. Wonder if that's like his thing. I'm gonna try that real quick. Who do we have left for a midshipman? Peter. He's gotta be Thomas because he was talking about Thomas. And then I can't remember who had stabbed him. And we gotta figure out their fate. Okay. So let's go to probably murder part 3. We gotta figure out who he is. His body is right outside of the first and third mate's spot. Okay, so let's exit the scene. And then we'll have to check throughout 4 again. Okay, I think we're in the right spot. If I can get around all these cannons and bodies. Oh, well, you know what? We're right here. We could always do this guy real quick. We'll check chapter 3 in a minute.
Oh no, you're cut.
Alka's Scottish, isn't it?
Leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
That sounds
Tell
Scottish.
Mother,
Or Irish.
I tried my best
Aye,
to
That,
pull him back.
either
to
Scottish
safety.
or Irish.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
That sounds more Scottish. Oh, you know what? That might be, Hosket. It is Hosket! That's why! Okay. And then this is the... I can't think of what it's called. The midshipman's room. So you got stabbed by somebody. I can't think of who. Oh, that's not what I wanted. You were stabbed... I'm trying to think of his name. He was back here. He was shot. This guy. That guy. Who do we say that guy is? Olus. Oh, that's right. I think we identified him successfully. So, if we go here, he was done in by Olus. I think. That sounds kind of right. Okay, he's listening for that. Okay, so we know Brennan, the at-sea David Tennant. Probably my favorite in this case. Nothing's going on. Okay, nothing's up here. You... Did we identify him? I think we identified he's Lewis. Maybe? Did we identify that right? Hold on. The crew. He was a topman. Lewis Walker? Is he Lewis Walker? Yes, we got him right. Okay. I thought we did. Okay. So then part... I think this would be part 5 because I think he's first. So I think this is part 5. So I think we've got Thomas. Right. There's the gunshot from part 4. So, can you see any extra things here? No. Because you're who? I think that's John Davies? No. That is John Davies. Okay, we had that right. So John Davies was clubbed by Brennan. Trying to see if there's anything else I can see. There's Hosket. Can we go past you? No. Gosh darn it, Hosket! I'm trying to explore! Okay. Don't really see anything else we can see. Blood from the other guy. So I think we need to go to that part. Ooh. That's why you don't play with guns. East. East might be a key. Okay. So there's Davies, right? That's Davies. Yeah. And then you're Olus. So, gotta figure out who stabbed him. Probably, I think it was John Davies. But why would he be fighting Olus for the gun? Because I think Olus was in the room and they're saying, like, the captain can't be trusted. So I'm trying to think. Let's look in our book. Because he's in a midshipman's room, so... Okay, so he can't be Peter. We know that for a fact. How about just unknown shipman for a minute? Okay. So he can't be Peter. He's not a seaman. He's closer to official. Let's see. Maybe he's the bosun's mate? No. I don't know. I think he's Thomas. I really do. I very well could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. But where's the next one? We don't know what happened with them. But the one guy said sail due east. Maybe that's a clue of like where they went. Because I think up here we can see a little bit of that scene. Kind of. I mean, we can see. We can access it if whenever we're ready. I gotta turn this down in my ear. Okay, there we go. So, here's Brendan and Hoskett. Oh, is there anything over here? Maybe that'll give me a hint? No, I don't think so. Okay. So he's crawling back to this room. Or this room. In that room is the midshipman's room. And I guess for his steward. So he's gotta be a midshipman then. And he was stabbed, I think, by Olus. Or no, well, maybe he was stabbed by John Davies. Or no. No, the other guy had the other guy had the knife. Hold on. Okay, we need to go back to the scene. Because that way we can see that part. Because I'm pretty sure it was Olus who stabbed him. If that's the case, then we've got it. We just have to wait for the other ones. Yep, the guy got stabbed. He said dumb. There's the captain. And then he got shot by her. Yeah, and then there's the surgeon right there. There's Henry. The one who had us come here in the first place. Oh, excuse us. Excuse me, guys. I need to get this way. Excuse me, pardon me. Thank you. Inspector coming in. For insurance reasons. Oh yeah, this is when he's screaming, mutiny, mutiny. So it's this guy, Olus. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we have this right. I think that's Thomas who got stabbed by Olus. I know he's Olus. You are... whatchamacallit? John Davies. Okay. So... and then you... we identified. So... this person. Who are you? You're that guy. I don't know if we identified him. Did we identify him? We said he is the fourth mate steward. I don't know if we got that right. Did we get that right? The fourth mate steward? Kind of. We don't know what happened to him. He disappeared and escaped. Okay. Because I think this is the last we see of him. I don't see why he would leave the mate, but... yeah, there's Emily Jackson. There's the doctor. Oh, I see somebody. Who's that? Oh, there's Miss Jane. Okay. So, I think this is the last time we see them? So... so I wonder... if like they were saying like, oh, let's go due east, then I wonder if that's where whatchamacallit went. Henry. And escape. Because if I'm because I don't see a compass thing, do I? Oh, here we go. So this would be north. Never eat. Does anyone ever also remember that from, like... I remember it from, like, kindergarten. It was, like, never eat sour watermelon. That's how I remember, like, which way goes which. So this is north. This big old line. And the escape... or no, escape is here. So, Madeira? Maldives? Would that be right? Maybe... so I think Henry might be in the Maldives. Or the Maldives. I said that completely wrong for a minute there. I apologize for that. Is that an option? Middle East? No. So he's alive, but I don't see the right answer. 'Cause maybe it's right here. I don't know. Okay. Okay. We may have to go ahead and just go to part 3 of murder and see if we can figure that out. This one was shot by gun by Edward Nichols. So we know Edward Nichols. We know this guy was shot. So, let's... well... yeah, let's go look. We can inspect this again in a little bit. Because I think it's, what, 3? A little bit of 3, and then especially 4. 4 will especially help with identifying. Is my exit up there? It's up there. Sorry for this weird little mini cut. I was slightly interrupted. So now we're gonna still go though to wrong button. To part 3 of this, which I think I just need to go this way. Oh, this door's already open for me. Look at that! This guy. Let's see if we can figure him out.
On your toes.
Go back.
Here.
Pepe!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us!
Give it up.
So he says give it up. Ooh, he was shot with a gun from you. Which you're okay, yeah, yours your Nichols, that's right. So he says it. And he's got a knife. Is that a knife? He's got a knife. Oop, wrong button. So oop, not a button I wanted. This button. So give it up. So he's trying to stop them from taking the boat. Why would he not want them to take the boat? I'm trying to think. So you're right here with the topman. So maybe he's a topman. Okay. So he might be a topman, maybe. Oop, wrong button. Excuse me. Let's see what names we have for topman left. Whaley, Hamadou Diom, an unknown one, and that's it. Maybe he's this guy. I don't know, he looks like a Hamadou. That sounds very horrible to me, I'm so sorry. And then him, we see him here in the scene. Is this guy. He's with gunmen. Or well, Brendan was, I think, what was Brendan? I'm trying to remember what Brendan was in the role. Let's look around, maybe this will help us a little bit. Who are you? You're him. We don't think we identified him properly. You're not Castile, I know that. So maybe there's something else I need to look at in the scene. Oh yeah, this guy. Isn't he the helmsman? Yeah. We got him right, that's right. That's Patrick. Oh, that's them trying to load them into the ship, or at least one of the boats. That's right, okay. Why are there so many chickens? Oh, there's a peak. Lantern. So they're doing it by night because there's a lantern here. So were they trying to do this in secret? So then John Davies took Miss Lim, and it was this guy, and then they shot him. So why are they trying to do it in secret? Did they not want anyone? Did the captain say like? Maybe it was a thing of like they asked the captain like, "Can we go do this?" And he was like, "Absolutely not, no way." And in the end, they were like, "Well, we're gonna go do it anyway." So it's after Huxon Lao. Why not? It might be a topman because they knew how to like get down the ropes. I really do think that. Oh, I just realized something. This is like off topic and well, this is identifying him, but if you think about it, we find him between the first and like third mate's area because he's like hanging out, like the body part is like hand side a window. What must have happened was he got shot, and I think that was legitimately like how he died because it's right there in the chest. He died. His body, I figured out how it got over there. His foot got tangled, and then he went overboard. That's how. So hopefully, I hope he truly passed away before he bled out to death, because that would suck. So you are with the guns. I thought maybe he was Timothy as a topman, but I don't think that's right. Maybe he's a seaman. Maybe he's Peter. No. Because the one guy said I couldn't pull him away fast enough or something like that, right? It's in this one. It's him. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. That could have multiple meanings. It could be pull him back as in, like, pull him out of danger, or pull him back as in, like, pull him out of whatever dark mentality was in his head. So... tell Pete's mother, because I think he passes away before this guy. So... he's talking about Peter. If he is... oh, wrong button. If he is Thomas, then what is his whatchamacallit? Where is it? England. So Peter should be English, I believe. I think Peter's up here. Maybe? Where's Peter? Peter. Where are you? Here he is. Also England. Okay, so they would have to know each other. Because these are the only two midshipmen we have. I wonder if we fix him and say he was spiked. I think that might be better. For Timothy Bewan, he'd be a topman from Scotland. I think we've heard that one guy talk. So we'll definitely have to revisit whatchamacallit. So you... I think we identified him. I think. We do still have a few other faces here. So I wonder if, like, he was like, what are you doing? You know, stop it. He's hanging right around... what's his name? That's the other Charles, I think, right? Yeah, that's that Charles. He's a midshipman. We said, hey, he's a midshipman. I wonder if this is Peter. Maybe that's Peter. Or maybe... no, because... okay, this has to be... this can't be Peter. Because he was like, tell Pete's mom. So it can't be him. And he crawled back to a midshipman. But maybe he's not a midshipman. He could be a steward, but I don't think he's this one. An unknown midshipman? Maybe? And then you are the long sleeve, or the neck guy. Did we identify you? Yeah, Lars, that's right. That's Lars. We identified him successfully, but I don't think we identified his passing away correctly. So I think if we go... because he says... because Peter... to pull him away to save him. To pull him away to save him. I'm trying to think if he tries to pull anyone away. Because that moment is in... the end of Escape, I believe. Yeah. And he said to pull him away. I don't think it's anywhere in this. To pull him away. Maybe this is him. Maybe this is Peter. I'm probably very wrong about that. Okay, this guy... I'm gonna make some pure guesses on this. And I will go back and fix it, I promise. Okay. Let's go check out part 4. Because maybe if we get some of the stuff in chapter 4, maybe that'll let us identify a bit better. Okay. So let's go to chapter 4. Which is right over here. So let me see something with chapter 4. So part 4 would be Lim. So who'd we not get? We got him. We don't have his name. We don't have his method of death. We got his name, but not his death. So we may want to start with part 6 and just go backwards. So this would be Nichols right here. Pardon me as I sip my water. Belle, if you don't have your water or snack or whatever, please go get some. Please take your medicine if you need to.
Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
Okay. So... Yep, we're gonna start here. We already got him, but this puts us a little easier to get into, Ben. So let's see. Is there anything we can see right here? Oh, part of his arm is gone. Oh my gosh. So, we might be able to say he got torn apart. I don't know if we said that already in the thing, but... So his arm is gone. What do I hear? So... Oh, his arm was burnt off! Okay. So his arm was burnt off. Maybe that's how he passed away. So maybe he wasn't spiked. He was burned? Not really burned to death. But he was burned. But I don't think we have any other form of injury on him, do we? Yeah, because we're okay, because he lights this, and then he gets caught on fire, and he bleeds out. I don't think bleeds out is an acceptable form of, passing away. Because we saw in the next scene, like, his arm is gone. So... Ooh, excuse me. So... I feel pretty confident on at least one of the people I've tried to identify. And then we know Nichols is trying to hoist this up. Makes you wonder. Oh, there's blood. So, he only lost his arm, so maybe burned to death isn't correct. So, let's go through everything. Torn apart might work. Torn apart by beast because his arm got torn off. Okay, maybe not. Wasn't so he wasn't struck, as far as I can think. He didn't get strangled. I don't think he was spiked or speared. He wasn't shot. He wasn't poisoned. He wasn't knifed. I don't think he was killed. His arm, like, I think he had his arm in the thing. Let's go to Miss Lim's part, because I think that'll also help us with, the other two. Because I think at least one of them we need to do again. Oh yeah, because she has a shell. I wonder what's so special with that shell. I hope that when we get bargain filled out, it'll explain to us, like, what's so important about the shell. Because I would love to know. Or actually, no. That's afterwards, isn't it? The shell? Yeah, because there's his arm. Boiled, maybe? Ooh, wait a minute. It almost looks like there's like something taking off his hand. Almost. But it could just be the shape of it, too. See how it looks almost like a hand? In a weird way? I could be very wrong, but let me see from another angle. So, that looks like boiling water. But I don't think boiling whatever, boiling water at least, could do that to an arm to make the whole last half of it come off. So, let's look at the methods of death. So maybe he wasn't torn apart. Unknown. He wasn't axed. Burned, I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe he was poisoned. I don't know, maybe it was poisoned. It's not suicide, it's not struck. Yeah, he wasn't struck by anything. He wasn't strangled. He wasn't spiked, speared, or shot. Torn apart. Yeah, no, torn apart doesn't work because... Torn apart doesn't work because he doesn't have his arm. So... And he did get it burned. It did burn. But I don't think that's the cause of it. So... He wasn't axed. He wasn't burned. He wasn't clawed at. He wasn't clubbed, and he wasn't crushed. He wasn't decapitated or drowned. He wasn't eat well. By a beast, maybe? No? Okay, I don't think so. He didn't explode. He didn't fall. He didn't freeze. It wasn't sickness. He wasn't killed with a sword or knifed. Gosh darn. So my only thoughts are then torn apart, which we have to identify the cause, and we can't really say the chest was the cause of it. So I don't think it's torn apart. Gosh darn it, there was a fruit fly. Ugh. Hate those things. So, he couldn't be torn apart. It wasn't suicide, he wasn't struck, he wasn't strangled. He wasn't spiked, speared, or shot at. It maybe could have been poisoned, like it could have seeped into his arm if it was acid maybe or something. He wasn't knifed, wasn't killed, there was no illness, no freezing, he didn't fall, he didn't explode, he didn't expire from old age. Not electrocuted, he wasn't eaten. Well, eaten means that, like, in this case means cannibalized. And I don't think that's the case. Burned kind of works because part of his arm burnt off, but not the whole. He died from the burn wounds or whatever happened. So maybe I need to look at the scene more. So they're speared or whatever, being forced into there. And that's how his arm catches on fire. It almost looks like there's a hand in there when we look at the shape. That looks like some type of liquid because it's bubbling. What else can we see? That honest to God looks like a hand. Like grabbing at him. So... what if I look from this angle? He stuck his hand way down in there. Like way down in there to get the shell? Or no, that makes no sense. Because the shell... is the shell right there? Where's the shell? Where even is it? Let's see where that shell is. Maybe that'll help us a bit. Not over there. Okay. So... because it looks like his arm's being grabbed at. Like if you were... I have to let go of the thing. But like if you were like had an arm and someone was going like that. That's what that looks like. So... that's legit what it looks like. But you can't see it because of all the details. Because then at one point he loses his arm and it's burning, but... so he had to have passed away from that. So... God, I wish I could zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, because see, like, I think if, like, his arm was just, like, if it had been acid, his arm would just be shown, like, partially gone already, and not like something was grabbing it. So I think he got torn apart. Torn apart by an unknown beast. Okay. So that's my best guess for him. Oh yeah, him. We gotta figure out O'Hagan. Where's O'Hagan? This one. Cause he's stabbed in the shoulder. So I don't know if maybe he didn't do it himself, but someone did. So let's see if we can figure out who. I think part 3 is like asking.
You're still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
So where did the knife come in? So he got stabbed with the knife somewhere. Where's the knife? Oh, maybe she threw the knife. Maybe. I doubt it, but didn't see the knife. I don't see it. I don't see bloody. Oh, well, maybe I do see blood. Oh, wait, no. No, that's his foot. So, I don't see the knife on him at the moment. Oh, I think he's pressing something to the wound. I think that's what he's doing. Okay. So I think he's trying to press a thing to the wound. So... we got him right, we know that. There's Nichols hiding like a damn coward. Yeah, she was clawed. We got her. I think that's part 1. I think this is part 2. No, he's part 1. He's part 2. So let's go to his part. Let me see him. Let's go to his part. Let's see. Maybe we can see where the knife is again. I remember we saw the knife in one of the spots.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Here's a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Oh, deadly. Okay, so where's Patrick? He's right there. There's the knife. Right there. So, the next scene is Ben pressing the cloth to his shoulder. So, maybe he was knifed. Maybe that's the thing, is O'Hagan was knifed by the unknown beast. I don't know. Oh, that's what I wanted. I truly think we have his name right. Yeah, this is the first guy who passes away. And Ben's using that to his advantage. If they're Formosan royals, why, or I guess Taiwanese, but why are they like, you know, wrapped up and whatnot? Why are they like being held captive? Okay. I still love the fact that like we're technically walking on the water. So there's one of the beasts, or mer people, Mers. Mers? Is that right? Mers? There's O'Hagan. He's trying to hold on. Because where is that damn oar? No idea. They've got the chest. God. Let's see. I'm not sure who would have knifed him. That's the problem. Because it is right there. And then this unknown soul. He is this guy. Wait. No, that's not him. Where is he? Over here? Yeah, he's that guy. He died second. Yeah, he got speared by a beast. Maybe we have to say speared. We'll say speared. By a beast. But you are with these guys. Oh, wrong button. God, I'm terrible at hitting these wrong buttons. Let's see something. Because who do we say who's who? You're topman, or seaman. You're a seaman. You're a seaman. So you've got to be a seaman. So who do we have left for seaman? Unknown? Maybe he's Hamadu. You know, I mean, if he is a seaman, or he's unknown. So he might be a seaman, maybe. Yeah. We got him. We got him. So I think he has to be a seaman. He's got to be. Because he's with them and whatnot. And then you, I think we got him right. No, we just guessed. He's a seaman, he's a seaman, he's a seaman, well, he said he's a topman, because he is. So maybe he's another seaman. Or maybe he's a topman. Maybe that's him. Because you're a seaman, because all of them right here almost, minus him, are seamen. We know he's Philip, we just don't know what happened to him. So maybe he's alive. We don't know who him is. But he's with topmen. Like, these are all topmen right here. So... Okay, well, let's see. Who do we have for topmen? Unknown, Timothy, and G. Maybe he's Timothy. No? But he might be a topman. Oh, whoops. The cook. They're all seamen. You're a passenger. You're the surgeon's help. We know her. We know those two. We just gotta figure out where they are. Yeah, if they're Formosan royalty, why would they be tied up in him and not with the chest? That's the thing that's weird. We got his name right. We just don't have his method of passing right. And we don't have his method of passing right. I feel like we've seen him working as a seaman. Maybe. What's the stupid gnats? It's because it's been so hot outside. We've had had times we had the windows and the doors open, so sometimes your flies get it, and it's annoying. So we got Lee. We got you. We got the carpenter. We did not get him. He disappears in Escape. Where's the last time we see him? Oh. Right here. Okay. Interesting. So he's the one who got stabbed. He's like... Ugh. Too many names. Okay. So... What the... Stupid fruit flies. Anyway. So... On one hand, it's giving a lot of clues. On the other hand, I just can't piece it together. Okay. So... The person who went was Nichols, who was the second mate? Hold on. Because I think Nichols was the... Which one? He was the second mate. So... He was the second mate. So... He took a couple of seamen. Right? Here's him. He's a seaman, if I'm not mistaken. He's a seaman, possibly. Which I think he is. This guy is... Ah. He's a seaman. Your... Patrick O'Hagan was what? Seaman. So he took a lot of the seamen. So I think all of these people... Oh, you're a topman, though. If I'm not mistaken. No, well, he is a topman, yes. He's just not the one I was thinking of. Yeah, he's a topman. So, he might have taken more seamen and then a topman just to help with, the ropes and stuff. Because I feel like a seaman might know some sailors' knots, but also a topman might, because they're up above with the mast and the ropes. So... Who are we looking at? Oh, him. That's right. Duh. You... I want to say I think he's a seaman. How many seamen is there total? Hold on. Just plain seamen. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 total. We're missing... We got one of them technically, because we do have his name, we just don't have his method of death. We don't have this one, so we have two well, oh my god, this fruit fly is stubborn today. I don't know about anyone else. I hate fruit flies. I hate fruit flies. I hate flies. I hate bugs. I'm just not a bug person. Bugs bug me. Okay. So we know who O'Hagan is. So technically we have him. We just don't have his method of passing. We don't have Hamadou. Maybe that's the one guy we can't identify. Because every other name is taken. So you, good sir, might be Hamadou. Where is he? So it's, I think, maybe this guy. Unless he's a topman. Because how many topmans do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have 1, 2, 3 names left. And 2 of them are from China, so I don't think he's that. So maybe he's Timothy. He might instead be Timothy. Maybe he did like mostly seaman and then a topman. Or 2 topmen. That's what I've got there for the moment. Okay, let's take a break from... No, that one. From this section, the calling. Let's see. Let me check on Holy Captives. I think I got everybody. No, we're missing him. We need him. I think we can see... Okay, we got the cook. Got him. So I think the only one we didn't get is this guy. So let's take a break from this section and let's go to that. It's like in the middle of the thing. Okay. So is this him? Maybe? Looks like it. Hold on, let me do this. Yep, this is it.
What the hell is going on?
That's the captain.
What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
This is when the boats come back.
全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个海里较电无过好，是人稳死的啊！你 talk about a shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
The one that blinded those creatures. Okay. So we know it went through. He got speared by the beast. This is the captain? Yeah, that's the captain. So he looks like he's pretty strong. So maybe he's a seaman. He was translating. I think he's the one who got electrocuted, or he's the other one. He's the one who got electrocuted. So we have to... Okay, so let's see. You are holding the ropes. I mean, technically, it's not counted as cargo. Maybe. So maybe he's a seaman. Let's see. What other seamen do we have? We have Hamadou and this guy. I think I'm wrong about that. I really am. I think I really do. I'm wrong about that. But you... Do we have any other memories with him? What's the memories? Show the memories. Obviously there are unholy captives. He was here in a bitter cold because he was asleep with everybody else. He was in the cargo area. I think he was helping with cargo. So, for him to help with cargo, I think he'd primarily be a seaman, if I'm not mistaken. Low-level crew responsible for general manual labor on and below deck. So I think he has to be a seaman. So I think he is Hamadu. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, that guy. Wrong guy. I think this is Hamadu. I don't know if that's right. There's Henry. God, I'm trying to think. Where would we get the proper hint of where he is and where the Jane Bird and M. Jackson went? Or Miss Jackson went. Miss Jackson. I think it'd be an escape? Maybe they got lost at sea in that chapter. So, I'm gonna guess maybe it's speared by the beast. The problem's about getting some of them, we won't know until I get some of them. There's Hosket. I like the fact that slowly we're learning names. Yeah, here's all of them. Okay, so actually, you know, we can look more at his arm now. Oh, his arm looks like it was burnt? Eaten? Burnt? Because I see bone. Because look, you can very vaguely see his hand. So maybe his arm didn't get ripped off like I thought. So maybe burned would be proper for him? Burned by a terrible beast? Maybe? I don't think it has a thing for like who burned him. Oh! Oh, I got something! What did I get? We solved up all the fates of chapter 5! So he did burn to death. Okay, that makes more sense now. He's Hamadu. Who we get? There he is. There's Wei. No. Okay! That's another 3. Perfect. So that... Oh, geez. Now we're really narrowing it down. Okay, so we gotta figure out him. Oh, yeah. He disappeared in the Doom. Oh, that's right. Because his last segment... Because he wasn't here. He wasn't there. He was right here. He was this guy. That got blown up. So... Okay, let me, hold on. In the Doom, here he is. I don't think he was, I thought maybe he was torn apart. I don't think we saw his body anywhere, but I think he did exploded. So let's go to him. Let's exit the scene, let's go to him. I thought he was getting torn apart because that's what it sounds like in the background. Okay. So where is his body? I need to turn and make a left. I think he's him. Maybe. Yeah, I think this is it. Maybe he was crushed. Because I think, isn't there a tentacle around, or it was maybe around him? So, because we can see his body. Right? We should be able to. Yeah, there he is. So it looks like he has all his limbs. Okay, so let's go through our usual methods. So I think, you know, maybe he was crushed. Is there a thing of crushed by like a tentacle? Maybe. We gotta figure out who he is. So where is he in the sketch? He's over here with the midshipman. So he might be a midshipman himself. Maybe he's Peter. Because wasn't... Yeah, I think it was between Thomas and Peter that we couldn't identify. Because we identified Charles. Maybe... Yeah, so maybe this is Thomas. Or maybe it's switched. Well, no, because he was knifed. Okay, so... Let's look back. Who else is... it's mostly midshipman, so maybe he's a helper. Hold on. Wasn't there a term for like a midshipman's mate or something like that? Maybe he's the ship's steward. Oh, no, maybe he's not the ship's steward. He's not Philip, I know that. Maybe he's the purser. You know, maybe he's the purser. We don't really hear him. Maybe you're Duncan. Okay. Is there any context clues? You are... Stupid fruit fight. You're that guy. Is there any hints as to who this might be? Let's see. That's Maba. What's going on over here? Oh, you've got a bunch of guns. You're Olus, we know that. Right there is the fourth mate. Or is Davy? I can't remember who he is. I recognize him, I just don't think his name. So, where did the blast come from? Is there any sign? Because that's a rope. So, that rope is tied to that. Well, there's a rope here. Where's it go? It goes around him, sort of. Well, no. Climbs this way, then that, then up there. Goes around him. And goes... Wait. Hold on. This rope goes to him. Oh, maybe they were tied together. Like, over that rope thing. That might be what it is. So maybe they were tied together, but, like, kind of here. So you are... technically midshipman. Wait, are you the one who gets stabbed? Hold on a minute. Yeah! So he's gotta be Thomas. Because he says, I tried to pull him back to save him, and I just couldn't. So I think that's Peter, and I think that's Thomas. So we need to get somebody else. Who else are we missing in this part? Hold on. The Doom. I think we need to go to, like, the last bits. There's Peter. There's Maba. Her. And we need to figure out him and his name. So where are you? He's right here. So he's not the one getting pulled away. He is. So maybe he's not crushed. Maybe he didn't get crushed by the beast. I think he got exploded. Oh, that's not one. We're gonna go with that for the moment. Okay. We haven't quite gotten him. So then... What was it? An escape? You know what's so funny? It's an escape, like, I think they say that the two other girls disappeared, right? Oh, I know, that's after the doom. So you go one more. This guy we might have correct. We gotta figure out what happened to them. And him. Because what happened to him? He just disappeared? Okay, so he just disappeared. We don't know where Henry is. Or we do, but I can't think of where. So he is somewhere. So where's the last moment that the one guy was here? No. Nope. Yeah, I said he was maybe the fourth mate steward because right here is the fourth mate. We don't know what happened to him. So we got, oh yeah, he is who I was looking at, wasn't it? So he's there in part 3, but he's not in part 4. So maybe we need to go to part 3 then, of that spot. We're gonna be running back and forth to chapters constantly in this. Okay, so his body gosh. Okay, hold on. I love on one hand it takes you to the spot where you need to go, but at the same time it's like, let me just go to the thing. So him. So we don't know what happened to him. So he's not in that part. What part are we going to? Number 4? Yeah, okay. So we gotta go down below. Oh no, part 3. And part 3 is up on top. So it's this way. This one? There's part 3. Okay. Don't mind me, it's just bothering me.
Let them go.
So... okay. Let's see where he is. That guy... let's see. Maybe he's down below. He might be down below. Okay. Oh, yeah, there he is, because he was screaming, mutiny, mutiny! Here he is. Or no, that's a different guy. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, he should be here somewhere. Maybe he's in here? Where is he? Maybe he's above. Maybe he's up above. There's this guy. There's him. Nothing yet. He might be one of those guys. But I think I'm wrong. We know it's not him. It's not the captain. Not that guy. Oh, wait. Is he this guy? There he is. That's where I was thinking of. Okay. So he got on the shit on the boat. Maybe he fell? I'm trying to think of how possibly he could have passed away. There's the doctor. We know Miss Jane is down there. Maybe, so, okay, so I feel like if he was to be, John Davies' I feel like if it was to be the fourth mate steward, I think we would have caught that already. Because didn't we have, oh, we know, because we don't have his thing. That's right, okay. So he... he could have fallen overboard. But we can't see if the boat's there in part 4. So... excuse me. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm thinking, I'm trying to use my brain. Let me see where I am for time. Okay. So... he wasn't torn apart. Wasn't suicide. He wasn't struck, strangled, spiked, speared. He was none of this. He wasn't knifed, killed, or illness. Well, it could have been illness at sea, but I doubt it. Yeah, no, I don't think so. He didn't freeze. He could have fallen overboard, maybe? He didn't explode. He didn't die of well, maybe he died of old age. I don't know. He wasn't electrocuted. He wasn't eaten. As far as I know, maybe he was eaten. I don't know, by... well, because unknown would have to be... we don't know. So he can't be eaten. Maybe he drowned. By the ocean? No, okay. Because it wants someone specific. So he wasn't decapitated. He wasn't crushed. Don't think he was clubbed, clawed, burned, axed. He could be alive. But I don't know where that would be. Pardon me, it's a stretch. I apologize. It is a little bit late here and whatnot, but, no, I'm determined to get these last people. I am very, very determined. Okay, I wonder where on their journey was escape? I think it was like, what, right here? No. Here. They could have gone to Azores, or they could have gone to the Canary Islands, Cape Verde. Here's Africa. Here's Europe. They could have gone to Europe. Some of them. Okay. You know what, let's just make a few guesses. Random guesses. You know what, we're saying he's live in Europe. Okay. We're gonna say these people are alive in Europe. I'm probably extremely wrong, but... okay, it's a guess. He was decapitated. And he's around other seamen. I don't think we have any other seamen names, do we? I think we got all the seamen. Just an unknown seaman. Maybe? Maybe it's a topman. Oh! We got something! What do we get? Oh, this helps. Okay, there's 6. We're so close. He is Jizane! Okay! He is Peter! We found him! And he's Thomas! Oh, thank God! Thank God! I thought I was gonna go nuts. Okay! So it really narrows it down. So I think we've got... because we had like almost 12, so I think we got at least 4-ish more? Maybe 5? Hold on. Let's look at the crew. Who do we have? We have Martin Parrott, which you gotta figure out where he went. Charles Minor, we gotta find the bosun's mate. We gotta figure out Duncan. He's Scottish. He's the purser. And then, okay, so we gotta figure out their fates. And then Zhongji Sahi. As well as Philip. Okay. So let me see something. We said he was Philip. Show his memories on the deck. Where's his last one? In The Calling Part 6. In Unholy Captives Part 2. And there's one more. Part 4. That's right, because the captain even says, like... Can we go to that moment? Oh, that's so handy. Thank God. What madness is this? 20 years, my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. So that has to be Philip. He says, Eredar? I think is how you say that. You fools. So, I feel very certain that is Philip. And this is part 4 of Unholy Captives. Because he was here in part 2, trying to go run get something. And then, where was his last memory? in part what? The Calling part 6. So let's go inspect that. Because maybe we'll get an idea of what happened to him. Because maybe he's through one of the windows or something. Maybe he's up above. So we need to go to Nichols' body. Let's listen for voices.
Ahoy!
There's Nichols. Maybe Philip?
Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield!
Hold your fire!
Okay. So we should have heard him. That could be him right there. So, Cho? Don't know how to say his name. He's there. He shot the guy. There's, what's his name? Davies. So maybe that's him up there because, let me see something. Because he was there. We see him. So he's got to be the one up there. That's him right there. And then we don't see him anywhere else. So I'm wondering where... So, he had been in the lazaret. So either he escaped or he was released. Because what part of this? Hold on. Let me see something. This is the Calling. And that was, what was it? Where is he? This is the Calling. Isn't it in another part? It's part 4. He gets put in the lazaret. So he's not there. Hold on. Let me go back to his identity. Or his picture. Let me see something. I think I did something weird and backwards. So I still thought they were on the sea. So, Unholy Captives Part 2 and Part 4. And in the Calling Part 6. Oh! Because the last time we saw him was in here. So he must have escaped. This is where he had been. And that bottom is in the cargo hold. So he is up there. Okay, so he was... Okay. So I went to the wrong scene. That's my fault. So let me go... So then he's gotta be alive, if I had to guess. So let's go all the way down. So, because the lazaret's locked, but if you guys remember looking over here, one of the things is open. I don't know what to call that, but it's open. It looks like there's almost like a knot tied around that. So maybe he, like, escaped. That's my current kind of guess. Oh, yeah. Here's the scene we need. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this?
20 years, my steward.
Had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back, or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazaret with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Okay. Can the music's loud. Okay, so he is... That is Philip. Because he says 20 years my steward. But we don't see him any other time, so he had to have escaped. So he's gotta be alive. I don't know where, but he has to be alive. Where's his name? Where's Philip? Actually, hold on. You know what? I know this is a little bit cheaty and whatnot, but I just want to see what language it is that he speaks. Because we said he's, Philip. I'm pretty sure he is. Hold on. Heredar. I know this is shady, but... Let me see. Era... It's the A with an O above it. Dar. Translation. It's Swedish. He's Swedish. Okay. That's what I want. So he's Swedish. And I think that that's the only Swedish person on the ship, right? Where's his name? Where'd he go? We saw him a bit ago. Where'd he go? Where's his name? There he is. Yeah, he's Swedish. Okay, so he's Swedish. I think he's the only Swedish person on board. Yeah, he's the only Swedish person on board. So there's nothing else to separate him from anybody else. Just merely his accent and the fact that the captain says, "You're my steward." What the? So, why does he keep trying to leave his fate unknown? Oh! We can't solve his fate. Because we don't know. We really don't. And it won't let us. Yeah, so he's the he's the captain's steward. So, I think because it legit is like, you can't find him anywhere else, it has to be unknown. So maybe in the bargain, because the bargain is the Lazarette. And that's chapter 8, which is right after the Doom, I think. So I really don't think... Okay, so I don't think we can get any more information off this than we've already gotten. Well, maybe him. He's been in a lot of moments. You, sir. Yeah, you've got a lot of memories. Where are your memories? He was in loose cargo. I think he's got to be a seaman, because he was helping with the cargo. I think he's... He was helping out with cargo. I think we've named all the seamen, haven't we? Sort of. I mean, we kind of named him. We just gotta figure out his passing away. But I think all the seamen otherwise are taken. Yes. What about all the topmen? Yes. Well, mostly. There's one we're missing. So, he can't be a seaman. He can't be a topman. Unless we do the unknown thing, but... And he was decapitated, this guy. I don't think he was the fourth mate steward. But maybe he was. Maybe he was Davy James. Maybe he's David James. Because he's trying to keep, in the picture, he's trying to help keep them back. So maybe he's not Davy James. We have Samuel Galligan as the second mate steward. So Nichols steward. I imagine that the stewards of the first mate, second mate probably wouldn't go far. So, wasn't there a scene where they're near him? So let's look at Nichols. Where is he? Right here? So, I think he'd be closer. I don't think I've ever seen him around Nichols. He could be Nichols. Or not Nichols, but the second mate steward. Because this is kind of everybody else. So maybe he is the second mate steward. I don't think he was next. I don't think we ever figured it out, did we? No. Let me fix his fate, because we don't know. Where's all his memories? So, let's see. He stayed mostly on the gun deck. He was there in Unholy Captives. in Soldiers of the Sea. So he was there, and obviously in that scene. And then those two up here. So let's go check Unholy Captives Part 2. Let's do that. And he's on the gun deck. Oh. Hey, we can kind of see stuff up here. Maybe this will help us a little bit. Oh yeah, there's the artist guy. There's the cook. There's Olus. Oh yeah, here's where they fell. That's right. Maybe he's over here. You're him. You are checking on your friend. You're, I think, the carpenter's help. Or carpenter, I can't remember which. It was one of them. There's this guy who I said was probably Martin. Because of the hat. There's you. Did we figure out his name? Yes. I think we got it right. Yeah, we got him. There's you. And there's you. So is he in this scene? Because we're in... God, that part. With the leg. Is it Unholy Captives? Yeah. So he's not in this scene. Oh, he's not in this scene. I don't think he's in this part, or this chapter. He is. In part 2. So I think we can use those bodies to go to part 2. Hold on. Stupid thing. Trying to get the fruit fly best I can. I think this will lead to part 2. Close, part 3. Probably can use another one to go to part 2. Can you guys imagine? Okay, let's see. There's the cook, there's that guy. Ah, there we go. Here's who I want. Part 2. And let's see what he's doing if we can find him. So this must be when they're trying to, like, get rid of the bodies. I think they're trying to listen to the one guy, but, like, just get rid of them.
Comprise a solid meal, boys.
Never know. Take it slow.
Want it, gentlemen? There's a free shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
Okay, let's see. Is it you? There he is. So he's standing with this guy, who is, I think, one of the stewards, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's the third mate steward. I'm trying to think, who do we have for all the stewards? We have them all right. We got. Let's see. We got the first mate steward, right? We have the third mate. But we don't have the fourth mate. So maybe this is Davy James. Maybe he's not Samuel. Maybe he's Davy James. So maybe this is Davy James. Maybe. We'll go with it for a minute. Okay. So then... Charles Minor is the Boston's mate. Now let's real quick go back to what Boston is. A Boston is the foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. So anywhere Castile would go, probably the Boston's mate would go, which would be Charles. So we gotta look at Martin again as well. I don't think we have him labeled. Oh, over the ones you already have, it won't let you highlight them. That's really that's a nice little thing. So it could be him. Cause where's... I'm trying to think of where Castile is. Hold on. Castile is him. Whoop, not what I wanted. So he'd be near him, so can't be him, so it might be him. So he could... It's not letting me change the name. Wait, hold on, what? Oh, there we go. I thought that was weird. I was like, oh no! Okay. Because he says, where's my Frenchman? Because remember, Castile says, like, where's my Frenchman? Hold on a minute. Let me see his thing, because maybe in his context. Hold on. Put me down, let go. Easy now, you're in a bad way. The squid, where's my Frenchman? The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart. Torn apart. So torn apart by the kraken? Well, they say squid, but I'm saying kraken. Torn apart. Because this is an escape, which comes after, or yeah, after Doom. Right? Because I think it's this. No, that's Peter. Hold on. So, torn apart by the beast. Right? Is that what they said? Your mate was torn apart, is what they said. So, we need somebody who was torn apart. Like, visibly torn apart. In terms of, like, we can identify his passing. So, I'm trying to think of who was torn apart. We gotta figure out Martin. If it was Charles, yeah. Duncan? He could be Duncan. Excuse me. Yeah, he's either Samuel or Davy. He's one of the two. Trying to think of who was torn apart. We know Maba was. I'm trying to think. Your mate was torn apart. So either he was torn apart by the unholy creature, or the creatures of the unholy captives, the Myrrh, or by the Kraken. So I think most of them we got that were torn apart by the beast. By a beast, I should say. So let's see your memories, which we don't have a lot of. So we're in this one, Unholy Captives Part 2, and he's standing here with us. So he might be here. We'll have to look and see what he's doing here. So basically, you guys see him just to go left-ish of where I am. Where's his other spot? Other times he's up here. He's like right on the thing and blah blah blah. Okay. So let me exit. And we'll go to Unholy Captives Part something. So it's not quite here. It's not him. I think it's somewhere around here. Hold on. Hold on. Part 6. This one. So I need to make a left turn. Sharp left turn. Hold on. This helps a little bit. He was spiked. He's not there. Not there. Not there. There. Part 3. Okay, so I need to go up one. So go up a deck. Then his body is where? In terms of me. I need to go forward and then slide to the left. Slightly over here somewhere. I don't think it's him. Well, maybe it's him. Might be this one. Stop. There, okay. There it is. Let's see if we can figure out what he's doing. Isn't a demon the French?
Stay back. It's already
What done for Nick?
Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat!
Someone says, "Come on, boss." I heard that. So maybe someone's running with somebody. Let me see. You're not him. No. Someone says, "Come on, boss." So somebody's running away with somebody. Whoa. Hi there. Well, hi. Okay, so I don't think there's much up here to get. Okay. 'Cause isn't the way the guy said demon, like, isn't that French? Maybe I'm wrong? Hold on. In demon, I think that's French. And again, I know this is kind of cheating, but I don't know much about languages, so that's what I want. So it's the AE demon. They're doing in Danish and Norwegian. Okay. Translate. Service Creole French. So, it's that very first person who says... So this very first person right here, this person is, Charles. So we gotta find him. So we've identified him. I'm pretty sure he's Lars, if I'm not mistaken. Any hints? Nope, nothing back here. Okay. Maybe? Okay, so maybe this is him. So, he's hiding. He's right here hiding. Kind of watching. There's Davies. So, we know this guy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we know him. We know him. We know him? Yeah, we know him. Okay. We know Davies is there. Right? You are Davies? Yeah, we had him right. Okay, up here... We've identified him, I'm pretty sure. Didn't we identify him? He's sitting somewhere. Where is he sitting? We got Nick. We have him. Oh, you! You're hiding. Okay, we got him. So... So then that leaves two thoughts in my head. In all honesty. Where is he? This is either... Oh, wait. Thank you. Okay, this is either the fourth mate or the second mate. Because, what was it called that it said the language was? Cecilua Creole French. So... Let me make sure that it's right in here. There we go. it says Danish when I do it. But I think we've already gotten the one Danish person. Which was, what's his name? Where is he? Lars. Yeah, we got Lars. Because Lars was the Bloody Dane. Or the guy that said Bloody Dane. So, we're looking either Davy or Samuel. Could be Samuel. But it also could... Because N... I don't think N is French. Is in French. It can be French. It's a very common little word that acts as a pronoun or a proposition or preposition. As a pronoun usually means some, any, or of it. So, based on this context, I don't know. Based on that context, he's hiding. And he says in this scene, where are we? Part 2, this one. Someone says, in demon, or a demon, stay back, it's already done for Nick. Someone says, come on, boss. No, get down. He says, hey, Catch. The guy talked right here. Marcus Gibbs. Oh, yeah, because he's saying, get down. Someone... Oh, yeah, because he says, come on, boss. No, get down. Hey, Catch. Or you know what? Maybe it's him. No, because this guy says, hey, Catch, and then he throws the axe. So, I think they mean boss as in, like a friend. So, he's here, so I don't think... Okay. Because I said the Boston's mate, Charles Minor, he was torn apart by the beast. So, I don't think this can be Charles. In all honesty, I don't think it can be Charles. Because he wasn't torn apart, he escaped. So, I don't think are Charles. He's gotta be maybe one of the mates. He might be Davy James, but we know he might be alive. Or alive. He wasn't torn apart, it wasn't suicide, he wasn't struck, he wasn't strangled, he wasn't spiked, speared, shot, poisoned. He wasn't any of these. He was at night. He could have been eaten because they could have, like, I don't know, by... I'm being random with this entirely. There's a total guess and it's completely wrong, I know that, but... Okay. The problem is we have memories with him, but we don't have that many memories with him. Because he's also up here. Maybe if we go to Escape Part 2. Maybe they'll say or do something that kind of clears up who he is. Where's our exit? Ah, wait, no. Where's the exit? Where's my exit? Is it up here? Yes. Hi, creature. Don't know what to call you, but hi. Okay. So we need to go to Escape Part 2. So, where's my stairs? Stairs? Stairs. There's the stairs. So we can go up here. God, I love this game so much. So part 2 is this one. I really love this game. This is a very fun game. Despite the moments where it's kind of hard, this is a very fun game.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one.
Paul. It says Paul, look out. I think we figured out Paul, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Paul, isn't it? Yeah, that's Paul. Okay, here he is right there. There's that guy. So he might be alive, because in the next part, with showing him gone and whatnot. So there's Henry. So they have to be alive. Is there any indication of where they might be going? Any indication at all? I can't make out anything. Yeah, there's Brendan and Hoskett. Can we see anything down here? I think we're able to see, the starts of the mutiny thing. Oh, yeah! Yes, he creeps up and he listens. Poor guy. Yeah, there's these two. So he clearly was able to get off the ship and escape. So he's gotta be alive, I feel like. But I don't think we've seen him work. I don't think we've seen him do any, work, like a seaman. So he can't be a seaman, he can't be a topman. So, shows memories. Let's see him again. He was here, doing whatever. He was standing there watching the scene for Haksan Lao. I can't think of where he was in this. He was hiding. And I think that's really the main things. Trying to think of where he was. So I don't think he's the Boston's mate. Because they told him your mate was torn apart. But I can't think of anyone else who was torn apart. Maybe they lied. Maybe he is alive. Maybe he's Charles. But they said he was torn apart, so we know about Henry. Duncan, we don't know. Maybe he's Duncan. Because, well, no, I haven't seen him. He hasn't been in the cargo at all. So he can't be Duncan, because it's in charge of the cargo. So he can't be Duncan. Who is Duncan? He'd be in charge of the cargo. So I don't think that's right at all, but I'm just putting the name there. So, because it says in the glossary, where is it? The purser. He's an administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions, manages a small item store for crew. So, I think we saw in the ship plans where that was, the purser. The ship. Where was the purser? I think it's the very bottom. Boston store, cargo, Lazaret, cargo. Portwalk surgery crew, starboard. Boston and the Boston's mate. Where is the purser spot? It says usually somewhere is the purser's office. Here it is. So he'd have to be back here. Somewhere. And I can't think of anything or anyone who's back there. But he may not be the purser, because I've never seen him handle cargo. We've never seen him handle cargo. So, he can't be Charles. He can't be Charles. He can't be... Where's the purser? He can't be Duncan. Okay, I don't think he's not Duncan. Okay. He's obviously not the two ladies. Obviously. He's not Philip. He could be Zungji? Zungi? I don't know how to say that name. I'm so sorry. He could be Sam or Davy. So it could be Sam, Davy, or Sungi. Because I think otherwise, after that, I think we've got everybody. So from Huan Li down. I think we've got everybody. So we didn't have to go that far. So he's either Davy James, Sam Galligan, or Zheng Ji. And I don't think he's Sun Ji, because, and this sounds horrible, like, I don't think he's from India. So either he's Davy or he's Sam. I think I'm gonna go Davy. And he is alive. Africa. Maybe that's where the girls are, too. Maybe they're not in Europe. Maybe they're in Africa. Oh, they might be! Oh, who do we get? Who do we get? Oh, we are so close. They're alive in Africa! Or she is. They both are! Okay, so they're alive in Africa. He is Davy James! So that must mean Henry's in Africa. Right? That would make sense. Okay. So I think Henry is in Africa. That's what I'm starting to think. So he is Davy James. Okay, so who are we missing? Oh, Martin, right? We gotta figure out Martin, I think. Martin is the third mate. We said he's the third mate. Show his memories. There's a few. There's the Doom. Yeah, he had to be alive, in this part, which I think that's when he last was seen. He was there. Wasn't he? I want to say he was handing a gun to somebody. He was there for that, obviously. He was there in that. That's Unholy Captives. That's the Doom when stuff started. So it sounds like he's an official. And I'm pretty sure he's one of the, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the captain's mate. So I think we need to go see the last part of the Doom. Because my immediate guess of what happened to him is maybe he was drowned. We are extremely close. I'm praying to God we finish this in one go. Please. Please. Okay, let's go down here. Because we have to go to Abigail's corpse. Because she says Martin. Like, she specifically says his name. See? Come here. He says come here. Because he's below deck. So, I'm pretty sure this is Martin right here. I'm pretty sure that is Martin. Ooh, you know what? I wonder. So he's going this way. So either he got caught in the tentacles. Possibly. Or he also got crushed by rigging, but I don't think that's the case. So... Oh, hi, guy. Because I think most of everyone else we've identified. Because there's Celestial, because that's before he got his arm ripped off. This guy, did we identify him? I feel like we did. No, we did not identify you. Okay. So... You know what? Maybe he's the Boston's mate. We'll go with it, because he's trying to help him. It would make sense, like, oh, he was torn apart. There's Maba, there's him. So, there's Olus. There's, what's his name? Paul, with the two girls. There's him. So maybe he fell on his own sword, but that would make no sense. He says, come here. So we've identified everybody else in here. So he's got to be Martin. So... He could have hit himself on his sword, maybe? Because he's like trying to catch it. Or he got torn apart by the bees. Or he ran into something. Because I think after Doom Part 8... I think after Doom Part 8, he's not seen. So Doom Part 8... So Chapter 7... 7-7... 5-1... 5-2... Maybe we look at these other parts. We may have to go backwards in the Doom. I think he's just standing around the bitter cold. He's there when this is happening, apparently. So... Let's go... Let's go backward in time, I guess. We're gonna go... to... Because he wasn't here in this one, was he? He was. Maybe if we... Okay, so we're gonna go backwards a little bit. So let's go back to Maba. I can't really skip the audio. So warning, it's a little graphic still, but you know. Okay, blah 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 blah. We're gonna talk over it because we can. Hallelujah. I don't know anymore. Okay, so there's what's his name? This is who? You. So where would Martin be? Because it said he was in this part. Did it not? What? Oh yeah, there he is. This guy. So we gotta figure out where he is. So let's find him. So we said this, I think, might be the Boston's mate. That's... What's his name? That's the guy who got exploded, I believe. I think that's Peter. That's that guy. You are... that guy. You're Clestil. So where is he? If they're saying... He's saying he's in this scene. But I don't see him. Oh, I know, it's Mappa. So, if he's in this scene, where is he? It's not him. Because, I mean, looking, he's supposed to be here. In this scene. Because 12 others were present. So that's 1. Okay, so... Oh, maybe this is him right here. Here he is! Okay, so he's got a gun. I don't... Okay, so he is right here. So we gotta figure out... what happened to him. Because I'm pretty sure that's the mate. So let's go back in another chapter, because I think he was in parts of Unholy Captives? Wasn't he? Hold on. He was in the Doom as well. Part 5. He was in Unholy Captives for Part 2. He was there in Part 2 of Bitter Cold. Maybe we should go check out the Cold. Because then maybe we can see what he's doing. So let's go check that out. Okay. So let's go down and check that out. So where would that be? Let's see. Loose cargo, bitter cold. I think it's this one. Yeah. Part 2. So I need to go to the Orlop deck, which I think is the next one down. And the body is... I think the one in the bag. I think it's this one. Part 1. Shoot, that would have meant. Okay, the audio is gonna sound weird for a second. I apologize. We need part 2. Okay, so that's part 1. I think this is part 2. There it is. That's what I needed.
Well? Same as the other fellow. Some lung disease. Blood consumption. Made worse by the cold.
Will it spread?
If so, we'd all had it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
Poor guy. So, let's see. So he's talking to him. So that's who he's talking to. So the doctor's talking to this guy. Well, will it spread? And him, what are his chances? So, let's see what else is in the scene. There's these 2 guys. There's them. Is there any identifying factors I can use to my advantage? Other people? Can I look at Pete? Nope. Okay. So he is definitely one of the mates. So he is here for sure. Obviously. I don't think is he in part 3? I don't think he is. No. He's not in... Well, he is in murder. He's in this area, but... He's also not in this one. I don't think he's in any of the calling. Oh, yeah, we need to figure out his name. Maybe he was the second mate steward. I don't know, I'm gonna take a guess. Oh, yeah, because it says I. That's right, one of them says I. So I think okay, it's either Timothy or it's Sam. We're gonna go with it for now. We didn't get his fate. We gotta figure out that. Was he in I think he was in Unholy Captives, this guy. Yeah, in part 1. Let me see. It's up top in the middle, the 2 guys. Okay. We're gonna do a lot of jumping. Okay, let's go over here. I'm trying to at least get an idea of what maybe happened to Martin. So I may have to honestly go, I guess. What the? No, let me up the stairs. It's these 2. We heard his voice. It's a very warm voice. I like it.
What the hell is going on?
Captain.
What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？归来，全部供出来。
Well, that's a little bit of thunder.
佢哋喺你一級電冇過好，成日揾事嘢啊！你 talk about a shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
Okay. Let's see where Martin is in the scene. Because he's not any of these guys. He's not there. Here he is. He's overseeing it. Okay. So I think just the fact that we're identifying him in each scene helps. So we get an idea of what he's doing. So... trying to think of what could have happened to him. Yeah, he is the 3rd mate. He's gotta be. And his fate was what? Maybe he's alive? My honest thoughts at this moment are one of 2 things for Martin, based on what we saw in the last part of Doom with Abigail. Oh, maybe we can't. Maybe we're not able to, because we really don't know. I feel like we're supposed to be able to know, aren't we? I think I can do it this way. There we go. Oh, maybe not. So for Martin, it won't let us. So it just won't let us. So Charles Minor, this guy. Maybe that is Charles. I don't know. Because he was seen helping, so I'm trying to remember where he passed away. He disappeared. I think in the last part of Doom. Yeah. The last segment of the Doom. We may have to go back there. Ugh. I'm trying. I'm genuinely trying. And I'm trying not to look at any extra hints. I want to. Very badly. Okay. So, I think this is this guy. Yeah. That's what we need. Whoa! Poor guy. Okay, excuse me, pardon me. So there's him. There's Maba. Oh yeah, there's the one guy wearing the hat. I think we identified him, didn't we? Did we identify you? Maybe? Hold on. Do we identify him? Yeah, Omid. That's right. He's Omid. You're that guy. You're that guy. You are that guy. So, where's our guy that we're looking for? Execution. Let's see. Oh, maybe he's down there. Okay, who's that? Oh, shoot, not what I wanted. I kind of recognize him, but I kind of don't. Oh, he must have been the second guy. Okay. So he might be down here. If he's helping pull stuff down and secure it, maybe he's then a seaman of some kind. I'm trying to see if I can see him. 'Cause... Okay, so I see Lars, because of the shirt. I know the one guy is bald. I know that. Maybe it's that guy. What sucks that we can't go really down there. So maybe that's him right there. So either way, he's helping with rope stuff. So we have, let's see, a topman, a seaman, the bosun's mate, a purser, the steward. Okay. And we'll also have to visit O'Hagan's death because I really don't know what got him. Let's go see O'Hagan again. Where is he? Let's go to... Where's their bodies? We'll go here to Miss Lim. We're just gonna Lim. There's Miss Lim. Where is... What's his name? I think he's right here. That's a clear, like, knife to the shoulder. So...
O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
I really hope we can identify what happened. Okay. I also don't want to have to, like, force a hint for him, but I can't tell what happened. So I don't want to do this, but I'm going to. Just for a hint. It's like I said, no spoilers. So we're in the Calling Part 3. Okay. Part 3. Okay, so you can get a clear view of the weapon murder weapon scene. Keep following the chain of events and the culprit's identity should become clear. So he was knifed. Because it says his identity is think carefully about this victim's behavior and why they're out on the open ocean in the first place. You should already know who they're addressing. Maybe it's in here. I'm pretty sure this is O'Hagan. Because he's talking to them. Okay, and then the next clue of it says, you can get a clear view of the murder weapon from the corpse in a later scene, which we did get. So we are right about the knife. Keep following the chain of events. The culprit's identity should become clear. So, okay, so he was knifed, and I'm pretty sure that is O'Hagan. Because the only other alive person who could be talking is him. So I'm pretty gosh darn sure this is O'Hagan. So he is knifed. He was knifed. Wrong thing. So he was knifed, but he was knifed by someone. Isn't part 1 on the ship? No, it's when this guy got speared. Maybe it was Ben. Maybe it's not O'Hagan. Yeah, she was clawed. We saw he was knifed. We got that right. So it wasn't him. So I'm trying to think of who's in the boat with him. Ben, the mer person, and this guy, who is that guy. They didn't knife him. Obviously they're too far to reach him. So was it by a mer? Let me see something. What nationality is O'Hagan? He's down here somewhere. Irish. Yeah, because he says ISA. But wasn't there another one? Wasn't one of the mates like... yeah. Maybe he's not Sam Gell. Maybe that's not Sam. Maybe this is... Well... No, because the other guy... Ooh, you know what? I thought maybe that was O'Hagan. Because he got killed first. He was first. But that makes sense for him to take his steward.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Here's a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Whew! Wasn't he the first death? Or no? No, that guy was the first death. Hold on. Back with more. So this might give us a better idea of who this is. Of who is who.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind
That sounded Irish.
chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假！你玩抓不？
我冇问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落在水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来！
Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
Ooh. Ouchies. So... Okay, we're gonna do... Okay, so maybe I'm wrong about this being O'Hagan, but I'm pretty sure it's O'Hagan. So, here he is alive. And the knife is where? Right there. The knife is right there. You can't really see it. So... Have we passed those stores? Eyes are loaded in myself. We've identified him. We haven't identified him. Wasn't he seen helping to load? I thought maybe he was the second mate steward. But he can't be O'Hagan, can he? Because, I mean, Ben is like, straight up saying, O'Hagan, you still breathing, can you row? Can you row? Because by then the other two are dead. So that would make no sense. And then he's gone by that scene. So... we don't really know who he's knifed by. He might have been knifed by a beast. Or something. So... I thought he might be Timothy, right? No, Samuel. Maybe he's Timothy. He definitely was speared. He can't be an officer, I don't think. He says I, so I don't think he can't be Charles. He could be Duncan. I think he could be Duncan. We got him. We got them. I feel like we're right about O'Hagan and who he is. I feel like we're sure about him. So, we tried to go back in earlier scenes. So, maybe, weirdly enough, maybe this guy was speared by him? By that guy? Hold on. You are that face, okay. Oh, shoot, not what I wanted. Okay. From Nikishin, that's what I wanted. That's his name. So maybe he was knifed by Nikishin because he's right there. I don't know. Excuse me. Where is his name? O'Hagan was knifed by Nikishin. It's a pure guess. We're gonna go with it. It's probably wrong, but it's what I have. Okay. So... God, I really don't want to know about Charles. Maybe we can get a hint of, like, who Charles is based on, like, what Callisto said in here. So where is he? It's like in what? The first part of Escape? The crew manifest identify Tim. I don't think we get too much. Because we're so close, I think. We really are. There's probably going to be a huge chunk of this missing. And that's just so you guys aren't kept here for over, like, 2.5 hours. Timothy Butment. So who will we identify? It could be him. Because the purser, I think... Wait, no. Is a topman. So maybe it is him, because he's the only other topman left. We're going to probably have to play a little bit of guessing games. Okay, so we can't name Martin... We can't list Martin or Philip's fates, because we don't know. It won't let us. So I don't know if that's on purpose. Charles Minor. Who is he going to be? I think we've identified just about everybody up here. Minus him. Could be him, but I don't think it is. Charles Minor is the Boston's mate. Boston is Clestill. Clestill. How do you say that? It's not him. Isn't that Paul? Wait, hold on a minute. We got Paul, didn't we? Paul Moss? Where is he? Yeah, we got him right. Okay, we're good. I was concerned there for a second. Sam Galligan is the second mate steward, and he's from Ireland. Second mate is... Where is he? Don't think it's him, obviously, but... So, Nichols is right there. So... That's the dock. Could be him. Don't know what happened to him. So, I might have to look more in my little guide of, like... Who is who? Because some of this I can get, some of it, it's like, I'm at the last bits of the hard part. Which is putting everyone's name to a thing. Okay. Maybe we should go with, like, fates. Because, okay, for him, we can't do anything. We can't get anything with Martin. We can't get his fate. So let's just go through and let's see. You were shot by Edward. Yeah, this can't be his second mate. He's gotta... Maybe he's just an unknown topman. Just unknown. For now. We got him. Let's try to think about who we don't have. We said he was Paul Moss. What the... That's Paul Moss. Why is it not saying Paul Moss? What the heck? Oh! Wait. What? I thought this was Paul Moss. No! We didn't get you! Maybe he's Timothy then. Oh my gosh, I thought we had him! Maybe that's one of the reasons why it's getting a little difficult. Okay, let's go to the gunner's deck. Let's go check that out. I thought we had him! Where's my stairs? Right over here. So... One more, I think. Because isn't it like... Over here? Yeah, it's like over here. Oh, no it's not. Am I down? Am I not down where I need to be? Oh, other side of the ship, okay. I thought we had named that one guy. I was wrong. Yeah, I think he got knifed. But maybe now we can identify him a little bit more. I don't think we hear anything except for sounds, but... He's hiding while he's stabbed. Remember that. Interesting. That's the captain.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Oh. I think that's a spear. Or something. Wait, no. Ooh, wait a minute. Isn't that Husket? Yeah, okay, so he dodges it. And... I think someone... Didn't someone shoot whatever? Hold on. There's like a particular window we can see what's going on more. Yeah, there's Henry. There's, what's his name? Yeah, so this guy, we didn't name him. Look a little closer. So something went through his body. I don't see a spike. So it could be something else. I thought he was knifed. I was wrong. Yeah, because here's the blood. I think we have to do this guy next to make, like, to go back to that scene. Properly, I mean.
I've got you.
Oof. Ugh.
I'll get you down.
Give me that gun. So let's go right around over here-ish. Is there a hole? Is there a hole in the wall? Because technically... Oh no, he's a couple windows down. He'd be a couple windows down. We can't go that far, can we? No, fuck. Okay, yeah, that one guy burned to death. Wait, so hold on. You're in part 7, this is part 6. Yeah, I'll get you down. Okay. I think we should be able to see him, shouldn't we? Yeah, he's limping back here. From a stab wound, I think. Let's see if we can follow the blood. Can we follow his blood? Oh, I think he was speared. He might have been speared. I think he was speared by a beast. Alrighty. Let's see. About a part away. So let's go back. Okay. So if I go this way... Wait, hold on. Let me see something. For him... Okay, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Need to go this way. So he should be over here somewhere. Yeah! Okay, it's a spike. He got spiked by a beast. Like, over here somewhere. Probably when this guy did. Poor guy. Okay. You, Clesto. I recognize the hat. There's the two guys that got decapitated. Here's this guy. And this guy. So what part is before this? The guy that got speared. And then the guy that got burnt. Then these two. Was two of our guys there? Yep. So let's go back to these two. Well, there's a sword on the ground. I don't really follow it much, but there's a sword. I think it's from one of those guys. Scottish? I don't think that's Scottish. Ugh. Okay, so now if I want to look at this moment, where do I need to be? I need to turn around at 180. Okay. Oh, it won't let us see it. Darn. So he throws it. Ah, there he is. That's when he got spiked. Or closer to it. Ooh, a gun. There's a gun. Oh my gosh. Then there's Clestil. You're Olis. You're somebody. Who are you? You're the gunner. Let me see something. He was somewhere. This guy was also there. Yeah. Because where are we in terms of the ship? We're right near what? That's the gunner's store, which I think might be these. Ah, okay, like the armory and stuff. Okay. I see now. So... you're him. So he clearly knows how to use a gun. So I'm trying to think. So we have two people you can identify technically. Let me see something. There's these two. Are either one of them present in this one? He's not. And he's not. So let me see something. With him, where are all his memories? Let's see where they are. Maybe they'll give us a hint. Live on the cargo deck. He's down below. He's in Unholy Captives. I think we see him helping with cargo, don't we? He's our stab victim. So you can see glimpses of him. So part 4 is where he gets first stabbed. He never goes up top, it seems. Or we haven't seen him up top. So this is the part where he gets stabbed. I think he's like right over here. So he got... I think he went to shoot and then he got stabbed. So... who would he be then? I don't think he's an officer. He could be a steward. Maybe he's Timothy. Oh! Oh my god! We saw them on chapter 3 and 4! Oh my god, thank god. I was getting to a point of like, I don't know. I was just messing around with people's names. So that was Sam, that was Timothy. That's Patrick. Okay, I had the names wrong. Oh my gosh. Sweet. Oh my gosh. So that's another, what, 3? I think that, is that 6 now? Oh, thank god we finally got some. I was losing my shit. I was like just sitting here for a while, messing with names and roles and whatnot. So, oh my god, thank god. Okay. So this narrows down who Charles could be, who Duncan is, because it's Scottish versus French. That should be a pretty easy thing to do. And we can't list off what happened to him because we don't have a chance. Okay, so I think we can say from pretty much, so from Paul down, we're done. So we just have to look pretty much from here-ish up. So let's look at our picture. Let's see who we've not identified. We identified you. Finally! Oh, you know what? Here's a good way to do it. Because then we can see who we've actually identified. So we know he's Philip. Is there any other faces up here that we haven't identified? Okay. So we know this is Philip. And we know Henry's alive, we just don't know where. I thought we identified him. No? Gosh darn it! Okay. So, I don't think he's Charles Minor, though. So either he's Duncan McKay, or he's Zunji. Maybe he's Sunji. Yeah, we're gonna try it. I probably probably not right, but we're gonna try him. Where is he? You know what? You are. Where's the name? This guy. We're gonna say you're that. Probably not right. And then we still have Charles. Oop, wrong button. It's who is not identified. You could... We don't know his fate. Gosh darn it. Okay. So we last see him in the end of the Doom. And they said Clestel's mate was torn apart by a terrible beast. So maybe he's not Charles. He could be Duncan. He might be Duncan. I might have to play more name games now. Oh yeah, Philip, we can't put down his fate because it won't let us. So, double checking. Okay. So now it's a pure guessing game. Okay. Let's leave this scene. Oh, wrong way. Oh, we didn't figure out this one guy. Okay. So this guy was speared. And a lot of his body is falling apart. So he was speared by a beast. And we don't have his name. Let me take a look. I don't think he's oh, didn't I think he was like Sunji? I think it could be Sunji. Philip Dow we can't really do anything with. And Charles. Maybe he's a Dunston's mate. I don't know. I don't want to look at my hints, but I might have to. Just so we have a better idea of, like, what we need to look for. Easy. Because his last moment was Soldiers of the Sea Part 7. Yeah. So, we found his body. This man's behavior compared to the rest of the crew is a clue to his role. The other crew members of his role should all be accounted for. The cause can be misleading. So we checked the body and I think he got stabbed by something. Okay, so compared to his crew is a clue to his role. The other crew members of his role. So there's more than one of him. So he can't be the purser and he can't be the Boston's mate. So he's neither. So he can't be Charles. He's not Charles. So he can't be the steward because there's only one of them. So he could be a steward or it could be an officer. Maybe. And then we don't know what happened to Henry. We don't know where he is. Where did it have his thing? In here, right? I guess it leaves you as Charles. The thing that now makes it harder is that, like, there are certain moments where we either don't hear their voice, we see them in action, but we kind of don't, or we just get to a part of, like, what's what. Let's do this. Let's look at the roles that we have. Because maybe the role type might give me a clue. So, we have Boston's mate. We know Martin. I have no doubt of Martin, who Martin is. So, Boston's mate. We have the purser. And the ship's steward. And that's it. So a steward, Boston's mate, and what was it? Purser. So let's go to the glossary. So the Boston is the foreman in charge of general crew operations and equipment required to sail the ship. Okay. So he would be looking... What would a Boston be looking at if he's looking at, like, stuff to sail the ship? Probably the anchor. Probably the masts and the rigging. Probably ropes. Probably some cargo. So... And then the purser, he's an administrative official. He accounts for all the cargo value in trade, manages small items stored for crew. Okay, and then, what was it, the steward? A servant to an officer or a higher rated crew member. So, performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. And I think one of them is a steward, if I'm not mistaken. Who's the steward? I can't remember. It's... Zungi. So if he's the ship's steward, he might be near the captain. But I think we named everyone that's right near the captain. Except for him. And I'm pretty sure he's Martin. So... But then we said that there's no way he could be ship steward. Because of the simple fact of, there's more than one. So he's either... It's everything else we have is like a one-person role. Maybe we have to look at his other memories. Hold on. Where's his first memory? In Unholy Captives Part 2. So, maybe we should go look at that. That would be on one of the stairs. I think it'd be over here. Is our character running now? Here he is. Part 2. So maybe we do have to really watch and see how he acts.
Clear the deck. We'll move the boats astern. Drag the bodies over.
What's your foot in?
Hey there, what's this? Give him to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
There's the cook.
Now, take it slow.
One sec, gentlemen. There's a free shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
Okay, so he's somewhere in here. Yeah, that's not in my ears. Okay, so it's not those two. Is it you? You. So you're guiding them. Interesting, okay. So he's holding the lantern, he's watching them, he's just helping out. So he might be the ship's steward then. Because what was it? Like, watch how he acts around everybody? Yeah. Yeah, this man's behavior compared to the rest of the crew is a clue to his role. The other crew members of his role should be all accounted for. So he might be an officer then. Because how many officers is there? Hold on. Or, well, hold on. Who would be an officer? The stewards? No. Midshipmen? They're officers in training. It's not the helmsman. Not a purser. Not the... possibly the mate. Okay. I feel like he's... okay, he can't be Martin. It's because... I don't think he can be Martin because he's like nowhere near them. So... So he's gotta be, I think, the steward for the ship. Cause let me see something. Cause the ship's steward, well, steward is a servant to an officer or a higher rated crew member performing general duties for their company employer. So if he's if someone's a ship steward, they're probably making sure they see to the comfort of the ship. So we may have to go forward in a scene. Isn't this Philip right here? Yeah, there he is right there. Philip. How dare you, Philip? Okay. Maybe if we go to the next scene, this might be a little bit easier to tell. Let's go to scene 3, because maybe that might give us a hint. This is hard. Because we can always go backward to 2 if we need to. Okay, we're just gonna skip through everything. Just him. So there he is. He's concerned, hoping they're okay. Okay. What other memories are you in? So he's seen in Soldiers of the Sea Part 4 as well, because that's where he passes on. So he's done Unholy Captives Part 1, Part 3, and Part 2. So maybe we need to go to Part 1 again. Maybe that's what we're missing. So I need to go where again? Over here? Somewhere? The one guy's foot is somewhere. I think it's over here. Let's see if we can find him in this scene. Then we're just gonna kind of skip the waiting.
Keep pressure here.
Okay, you're right there. So he's there holding the guy. He's holding John. So he's been checking on the welfare of the ship, it seems. Oh well. Excuse me. Let me see something. Because Callisto was the boss, and what was the boss in again? There's so many gosh darn turns. He's the foreman in charge. So maybe he is Charles Minor. It's kind of cool to hear it echo. Maybe he's Charles Minor. I don't know. He is unknown. I don't think we figured out what happened to him. I might have to play the name game again. I don't know. Give me a minute. I'm gonna cut this part just so you guys don't have to suffer from it, but I'm gonna see if I can figure out who in the world is who. I might have to play the name game a couple times, but I'll spare you guys the trouble. Okay, I kind of know where it cut from. I kind of don't. I was playing the name game essentially for God knows how long, and I wanted to come revisit these scenes in, was this the Colin? Oops, wrong spots. Because I was playing the name game. Where was I? It was what, Soldiers of the Sea? The one where the guy gets stabbed. I'm like going around all the names and everything, but for him, I was trying to like just play name games, and judging from how he was acting, he really was acting like he wanted the well-being of the ship to go well. He wanted things to be nice, go swimmingly, and he was caring about people. So I think this is Sanji. And then I don't know why, but my brain's, I saw the spear thing, but I was like, let me go revisit the other scenes, and I think somewhere there was a gun, because I remember pointing it out, but I don't remember where it is. So I might have to go back a bit more. Yeah, because, like, if we come over here... Because I said at first, like, he was speared, because that's what it looked like. But then, I think I went to the wrong memory. Gosh darn it, hold on. Oop, wrong button. I went to the wrong memory. Pardon me for a second as I go to the proper memory. But yeah, I wanted to revisit this scene because I want to see if I can figure out who that is. Because maybe if I figure out who that is, I might figure out, who the other guy is. I don't know. Should be right around here. I like how there's, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be tints of dried blood or what, but... We're just gonna go through. So, something was powerful enough to shoot through. Can I hear anything? Like guns?
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Possibly. Okay, so it does sound like a gunshot, so maybe it is a gunshot and not, the spear from an animal. Let's see. Who's got a gun? You've got a gun, obviously. You've got a gun. He's got a sword. Trying to see where that shot came from. Because if it was right here, maybe I go right here. Ooh, that helps a little bit. There's a gun. I think that's a gunshot right there. Going past the creature. From him? I think that's sleeve shirt. I think that's stripy shirt guy. Cause there's whatchamacallit. There's what's his name. But yeah, because I've been playing with these names for God knows how long at this point. You know, and I thought he was Duncan, but we've seen him helping Celestial. I think he... What? Oh! Who did we get? 2 more. Charles. There you are. Henry! Yeah, I was like, he has to be alive in Africa probably with the other 2 girls. So 2 more. Okay. So Zunji, I think, was then shot by Charles. If that's correct, then. So let me go back to Doom. Because that's what it looks like, if that's who I think it is. Where is he? Where is he? Or not Doom, I'm sorry, this one. Because if that is, whatchamacallit, Charles Minor, then he is Sunji. So I think this is correct. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, I'm stuck in the thing. That's right. So I think we got Sunji. Or Zunji. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I'm so sorry. So we got Zunji. We don't have Duncan. So it must be that one guy we haven't identified. We don't know his fate. Wasn't he in the boat? Was he in this scene? No. Was he in this scene? Yes. So I think we need to go to part 7, part 6, maybe part 5? No. Oh, I got an idea. Let's do this. One more. You. We need your memories. Soldiers of the Sea part 5 and 6 and even 7. Okay. As well as part of the Doom. Maybe we go look at part 2. Because we haven't really looked at part 2 too much. Maybe on the top of the main deck. Okay, so let's exit this scene. Let's go to the main deck. We are so close to finally finishing this. Oh my god, thank god. I think I'm going the wrong way. Okay. So let's go up here. Is my character running? I feel like my character's running now. He's moving a lot faster. Or she. Well, I mean, I'm a she, but yeah. So, where are we looking? We're looking for your what? Part 2. So I need to go this way. Is it this guy? Is it this? No. Is it you? No. I think I'm getting a little closer. Oh. Oh, it's part... Duh. This is the part I need, I think.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident.
Accident, the ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
It's not hit. That's Lars. That's one of the Peters. That's that guy. Here he is, right here. And he's got books. So... if he's got books... he's gotta have some type of knowledge. So... he's not Martin. We know that for a fact. I don't think he's Sunji. I really don't. So that leaves who? Duncan? Oh. Right. We thought maybe Duncan. He's not Philip because we can't get his thing. We know who Philip is. So he has to be Duncan. And I don't think he was torn apart. I think he just disappears. Doesn't he just like disappear? Or something like that? It says like I think he disappears. He disappeared in the Doom. I thought maybe he was torn apart, maybe, but that was just theory, in all honesty. So he's not in part 8, obviously. So, but he is in part 7. Okay. He's got books. So, maybe now if we can just figure out his fate. What happened. Get sip my water. I am very determined to see this through to the end, so. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. Where we need to go? Part 7? Yes, but not part 6, because he's not in part 6. No. Okay. Making sure. So where's Maba? Maba, is this you? No. Maba is somewhere. Where is Maba? Maba! There he is! We're just gonna go past all the audio stuff, so I apologize. Let's see. Here, no, it's not him. Is this him right here? No. It's not him. It's not him. It's not him. He's gotta be somewhere around here. It's not you. Where is he? Poor Maba. That's not him. It's not him. He said he was in the scene, didn't it? That's the whole point of getting here. Yeah, he's somewhere here. Okay. Well, he could have fallen overboard. I don't see anyone else, though. Okay, so you are not who I'm looking for. Ooh, wait a minute. Secrets? Secrets? No, no secrets. Goat. Oh, that's waves. Okay, there's Klestel. And then there's Olis. There's you. Can't think of your name. There's that guy. There's Mr. Guy who was blown up. There's Martin. Maybe that's him right here. Nope, that's somebody else. So, maybe he fell overboard. You know? It's very possible. I don't see him anywhere else. I don't see him anywhere up there. Obviously, there's Maba. Poor Maba. I can't see the guy anywhere else. So, let me see if I can just get a hint. Because what part is this? It's Doom. Let's just see for what the fate was. Because I really don't know. 91 bottom. His last appearance is later than you'd expect. That's all it gives me. So, I don't think he was torn apart. Let's go through our usual method. I don't think he was torn apart. Okay. But I definitely don't think he's alive. He was not torn apart. It wasn't suicide. He wasn't struck. He wasn't strangled, spiked, sheared, shot, or poisoned. He wasn't knifed. He wasn't killed with a sword. There was no illness. He wasn't freeze. He fell overboard. We got all the ones for... Oh, we got the ones for 6 and 7. Wait, what did it say? All something's done? Duncan! Yes, Duncan. You are Sanji. Zunji. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, what does that mean? Ah! So what does that mean? There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. I think that means we can leave. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm running. I want to run. Let me run to the end. Where's my exit? So now we have to get off the ship. Now we get to leave. Oh my god, some of this was so hard. Where is my exit? I think it's over here. Yes. There's nothing left to do. We've gotten everybody. Ah! I'm so excited. Okay, okay, yes.
We should go.
We should go.
Storm's
Yes.
nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Okay. That is fine with me. Oh, it's a trinket. Oh my god.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
Okay, we're sitting. So he's rowing away. Oh, I'm so excited. We're heading back to shore. Oh my god! So what? So now we get to find out what happened in the bargain. Oh, I'm so excited. One week later. Oh yeah, because he's got to mail off the book. The Honorable East India Company insurance assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of calamitous events at sea, prepared by the company office of investigation. So the letter D. So the ship damaged in squall, the Atlantic sunk in the storm. Falmouth Peril claimed 20,000 pounds. Is that pounds? Cargo company, all cargo lost. Payout is 5,000. All cargo for Crown. Don't know what that crown means, like the Crown of England? So 3,000. Okay. Okay, Captain Robert Witterell. He committed suicide. He criminal findings. Murder of crewmate for them. Estate forfeited to the Crown. William Huskett shot the gun by Captain Witterell. He was fined of attempted mutiny, and his estate was fined 25 pounds. I don't know if that's the right money. Edward Nichols, the second mate, he was shot by Chowton. Criminal findings: murder of 2 crewmates, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo. Oh, he was trying to steal whatever the shell thing was. I'd love to know more about the shell. Martin Perry. Okay, so I was right. Martin Perry. His fate is completely unknown, so we were right about that. Findings of merit: extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded outstanding wages and reward, 90 pounds. Oh, good for him. John Davies. He was the 4th mate, clubbed by Brennan. He's criminal findings of murder of 1 crewmate, and his estate fined 15 something. Clecile the bosun. He was torn apart by a beast. His findings of merit are exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded. Oh my god, this is amazing. We get to go through all of them. So Charles Minor, he was torn apart by the beast. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate, estate unknown, expense claimed. Henry, he is alive because he contacted us. He's alive. He's in Africa. I was like, he's got to be in Africa. When I was off screen, like playing the name, I was like, he's got to be he's got to be in Africa. That's where he's got to be. Abandonment of crew and vessel, estate awarded out. Okay. James Wallace is the surgeon's mate. He was decapitated by the beast, or a beast. Findings of merit, extraordinary valor. Oh, wow. Good for some of these guys. So Winston Smith was speared by a beast. Findings of merit, extraordinary valor. Marcus Gibbs, he was spiked. His estate is unknown. Thomas Septon was struck by a tail. Emil was indeed spiked. Oh, good for some of these guys. Oh, Christian Wolf, that's right. He was exploded. Poor guy. Oldswater was shot by Davies. Murder of 1 crewmate. Oh my god, Duncan McKay. I like the fact that we can go through and like read each one. If you guys want to keep reading, go ahead. I'm just gonna very slowly go past. Which, this is insane. Oh, this is insane. So I wonder why they had the Formosan people. Were they passengers, or were they maybe they were technically passengers, and like because Nichols was like trying to steal the cargo and like the shell and everything, he took him as prisoners, maybe. Oh my god. This is insane. Oh, did it ever say what happened to Philip? Where's Philip? Hold on. Let's go this way. Okay. Because it'd be Philip. John Davies, Alfred, Charles, Henry James. We probably haven't come across him yet. So where's Philip? There he is. Unknown. Murder of a crewmate. Failure to perform duties. Estate fine. Okay. So that's what happened to him. So the ones that we really didn't know, we weren't gonna know their fate anyway. Okay, so we write about those. This is insane. I love the fact that we get to read, like, what happened. I know I'm probably going a little too fast. Feel free to pause these and whatnot. Okay. So many. Okay, so the very total clean. Do I get to put my name? Hold on a minute. That's him. I think I get to put my name. On behalf of the Honorable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare mag close. I don't get to sign it. That'd be so cool to let you type in the name. Wait, but what about the bargain? Do we get to find out? The pocket watch remains in your possession. Okay. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans, in Morocco as requested. Oh, please. 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 I need to know what happens. What was in the bargain? One year later. Oh my god. Oh, can I get up? Oh, I guess I'm a man. 'Cause... Is it a man? This person? We have tea. Can I do anything?
Can you believe it? A package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful.
Please tell me it's the book.
Open it inside.
Well, too damn bad. I want to open it now!
I'll be turning in now.
Okay, good night.
Tea's in the kitchen if you need more.
Good night. See what I think it is? It's like getting a package in the actual mail. Oh my god. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. Aw. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. Okay. So that's her letter. What's this? We'll look in the book in a minute. What is this? Sage? It looks like sage. Just from the shape of it, but I'm probably wrong. Is that a... We'll look at that in a minute. Book. This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. Where is it? The bargain. What? What? Why is it blank? What is this? It's a clawed hand. Oh!
There you are. Collect your things.
Where is the key?
To that door. Gone.
Yeah.
There's no time. We need to go.
Right. Here you go.
What are you up to?
Nothing good.
Oh my god. And you're... Henry. Who's... That's... Oh my god, there he is. That's why we couldn't find him. I was right, he escaped! What the... What is that? A monk... Oh, the monkey! Oh, why'd you shoot the monkey? That's Philip. There's the thing with the thing. It's just down to the waters. What? What? That makes... What? I'm confused. The bargain. Oh, it's a monkey's paw! A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. But that makes no sense. Well, where are the other rest of it? Oh. Whose body? Where? Where? You? Oh, we get to go back and like redo it! That's really cool!
A third shell.
A third?
Didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this.
Sleep. Ooh.
Stop, why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it.
So, a creature appeared?
Hoist it out.
What?
To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. You return. The ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
So, Martin came in and talked to... So something happened. So they were trying to free it. So... Oh! That's why there was another one. Those two. And then we have you. So Philip. So he was brought here... Oh my god. So you passed away in here. He was speared? That's what it looks like. He was speared by the beast. I don't know if we can fill that in now. Part 4. No, he was speared. We can tell that immediately. He was spiked by a terrible beast. So I think we have to go one part at a time. It's this body? Oh, the creature in here!
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Oh my god, is that the captain? That's the captain! Oh, so they had the creatures trapped in here. So, there's Philip. Is there anything to see? So he threw Philip in here, where the creatures were, and something to do with the shell made the Kraken appear. So it is a Kraken! I was right! It's not just a squid! So, this must have been happening when the Doom was. Oh my gosh. A captured beast fought against its jailer and was speared for trouble. So the next body is this one. I like the fact that we're kind of using the creatures.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
There's still Philip. Still passed out or whatever. So they captured the creatures, and I guess whatever happened, so they used the shell to summon the Kraken? So it was their doing. So because they had the shell on there, maybe it's why it didn't immediately leave. Wow. This is insane. That's part 2. So let me see something. So, yeah, Martin Pill was spiked by Terribleeds. Or we can say he's probably speared by Beast. But that was spikes. Like, in his body, that was spikes. Alright, let's see part 1. For Philip. Let's see what happened to Philip. I love the fact that they wrapped up what happened to the other two. So they threw Philip in here. In, I think, the last part of Unholy Captives. He's trying to get out.
What's this?
The creatures.
Quicksilver.
Hmm? Did he burn himself? God in heaven. So, what? Did he burn off his hand? Ooh, jeez. I mean, I can kind of tell. His arm is gone. Oh my god. His arm is gone. Part of his arm is gone. So he stuck his hand in there and probably released the spirit or whatever that was keeping the creatures, whatever, in the lazarette. And something. So this is part 1. So Philip, he was burnt? We solved the entire book! All the fates are correct. So he burned to death. Okay. And he was spiked by a beast. Holy moly. The book? What happens next? Do I just leave? I have to leave? Oh. So I wonder what the shell is. God, I hope there's more games. Oh my god. This has been amazing. Oh my god. Is there more? So this is us. We're moving. Oh! I like this interaction. Another book. Oh, we get to place it there. What's one next to it? Okay. Now what happens? Let's see. The end. Oh my god. For my dead. Oh, that's sweet. Oh my god. This was incredible. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know even where to start. The mechanics were absolutely fantastic. I love that concept of going through each body to kind of to see a scene that's already happened in the past, even if we only hear some of the audio for a minute, and kind of just get so many details and so many clues from one moment. Which is very true to life, I would say, because sometimes you really do get a lot of moments and clues from one moment. God, that's really loud in my ear. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. And I also just love the fact that there was, I mean, obviously I had to look up, like, little hints, but once you kind of got to the hang, like, there are certain moments of when you got the hang of it. Oh, the character voicing. I think I know the name Robert Townsend from somewhere. I don't know. But the fact of, like, with some of these characters, you could kind of start to figure out who is who, kind of like what the hint said, based off of their grouping. Which, once you kind of learn that, even as a hint, once you learn that, it does make some of it a little easier. Like I said, I did have some moments where I did have to look at little hints and nudges just because I had no idea where to look. I was baffled, especially near the end there. I was playing the name game for God knows how long at this point. What time is it right now? It is like 1 o'clock in the morning. I am tired. I'm not gonna lie. But still, the acting was amazing. The graphics, even in its own style, was so well done, and you could pretty much make out everything you needed to. I do think there could have been a slight little hint of, like, not color, but like a little bit more detailing of, like, making it look kind of not quite obvious. There's a word I want. Like where you can make out everything of what happened and how it looks, and because like there were some moments where like you could kind of see what's going on, but you kind of couldn't, and so I know a lot of it was supposed to be up to like your assumption, but I think there are certain moments that like you can add on like just that little bit of detail, or even like a word of like, they kind of did have a lot of scenes with like the one guy who got blown up after he was grabbed by the Kraken. It was like, throw the powder, throw the light, like it gave a hint, you know. But this was absolutely fantastic. Oh my god, I loved this so much. This was so well done, regardless of how long it took me, regardless of the fact that it took me a while to figure out who was who and put pieces together and relook at things and just try to piece things together. This was absolutely fantastic. Thank you for playing. Oh my god, thank you for having this game. This is fantastic. Oh my god, I really hope there's a sequel. Oh my god. So just take us back to the start? Yep, it takes us back to the main menu, so I am going to end this episode there. The game was created by Lucas Pope. I'm so sorry, I mispronounced your name. Lucas Pope, you have done a fantastic job. This is an amazing game. I sincerely hope there is a sequel to this. I might look and see if there's a sequel to this, just because I want to know now. But everyone watching, thank you guys for joining me as we returned to the Obra Dinn to understand what happened to everyone on the ship. We have found every single face. We completed the book. Oh, my heart is happy. Thank you guys for sticking with me so long in this series. I'm so happy we got to finally finish it off and see what happened to every single person and determine what happened to Philip as well as Martin. May all the souls of the Obra Dinn rest in peace. I hope you guys rest in peace, because I'm gonna probably go to sleep. But thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you all very thoroughly enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye!